more than sport. It's more than athletics. It's something, I think, greater and deeper than that, which everyone can relate to on every level around the world, which is just having the mana and the fortitude in here to just fight through the pain. Now, it's not, hey, fight through the pain, get to the other end of it, and you get a gold medal. It's fight through the pain today. You'll be a little bit better tomorrow than you were today, right? You'll be a little bit more the next day than you were. And it all comes from in here. So I really love that, again, because I think it's a reflection of something greater.
Inside out. Don't worry about the end result, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry about the win. Worry about the fight. Enjoy and embrace the fight.
That's right. That's right. Enjoy and embrace the fight.
Here, dude.
What's that?
I got a question for you. And I haven't asked you this yet. And when I did call you about writing the foreword for this book, and look, you're one of my best friends on the planet. I always like to do for my friends. I don't like to ask anything of friends, as you know that. I'm always thinking, how can I kind of go about life like I'm going to be everybody's pallbearer, right? If that sounds a little morbid, but I'm going to be that loyal to everybody. Loyalty is a lost art, right? And so I don't have what can I do for them? What can I do for them? And if you can get 10% of your crew to treat you back the same way, that's a pretty good little mafia. So I was like, man, and I said something to you about it, and you're like, and I said, I know it sucks because if you do mine, then everybody's going to bitch you not doing theirs. And no hesitation, but after you damn right I'll do it. And yes, people will get upset with me for not doing theirs, but I'm doing yours. And not only by doing yours, I'm jumping on board with you, and I'm helping you for my dreams to come true. Amazing. Why? Why did you agree to do mine when, you know, so many others have kind of asked you, and you knew they'd probably look at you like, what the fuck, DJ? How come not mine? Why mine?
All right. Well, you know, so the reason why I agreed to write your foreword in this book right here, which the bill is in the mail, by the way.
That's all you need is more money.
But also, too, as you know, I told you when you left me that message, you're like, hey, man, I got to talk. And you and I got on the phone and we talked. You asked me, and I said, listen, brother, for decades, people have always asked me to write their forwards. I have always said no. For the most part, I've said no because it encourages other people. Well, if you wrote this forward for them, can you write it for me? And I've turned down pro athletes, the biggest business entrepreneurs in the world, still friends with all of them. But the reason why I decided to write your forward is because you know where I keep all the dead bodies. So you know those secrets. So that's why I had to do it. No, here's why I decided to write your forward is you and I have known each other for a very long time. And, you know, for a lot of people out there who don't know, Jay was actually in the game plan with me. Family movie we did many, many years ago. I think that was the first time we met, but you and I bonded, we become friends, we become brothers over training, over mental health, over everything. And I did feel like this book in particular, all the other books that have come out that I was asked to write the foreword to, and they went on to be very successful books, are great books, very successful, and they've helped a lot of people. I did feel this one in particular was a unique one and a different one because of not only your journey, but also the vulnerability you show, but also when you talk about the gray, and it was important, you know, this is an important subject to talk about openly and encourage people to talk about their gray and to get that shit out. Admittedly, for years, I'm an only child. I lived basically on the road. My dad, as many of you guys know, was a professional wrestler at a time when professional wrestling wasn't as globalized, but we were going from state to state to state, wrestling in different territories. So a lot of my life was in the backseat of a car, just driving around and living in different places. And being an only child growing up, I was used to keeping shit in and absorbing it and trying to figure it out on my own and never talking about it. And that could be very disruptive emotionally, as we all know. So I have learned over the years through experience to open up and talk about my shit and talk about the gray. So when you and I met and you and I talked about our own mental health challenges, and years later you put out this great book, I thought this is a great opportunity for me not only to support you, but then also to help illuminate and highlight the great work that is in this book and the great work you've already done. I can tell you now, for everybody watching, not only do I want everybody to go out and buy this book because it's extremely helpful, but the amount of people that you have already helped, Jay, is extraordinary. And that's a thing that is fucking invaluable. Every time, by the way, you and I get together, we're always dropping cuss words, but that's the thing that is truly invaluable, is this idea that where you could take your challenges, you can absorb them, you could figure your own shit out, you could turn it around and deliver it to other people out there in a way that hopefully can help them. And that's exactly what your book does. And that's why, my brother, I wrote this forward.